Yippee. All right, one of our very last topics is called solving radical equations. Radical is sort of another word for square roots. It's another word for square roots. But it also is called radical because it could be cube root or fourth root or whatever. And I'm going to teach by example. I'm going to teach by example, and I'm going to write you to solve square root of x equals 8. Square root of x equals 8. And to get rid of a square root, you square. And what I'm going to suggest is we write squared and we write squared. And a square root and a square counteract each other and become x to the first power. And I'm going to show you why in just a moment. And 8 squared is 64. X squared is 64 is your answer. On squared and square roots, it behooves you. That's a big word that I don't even know what it means. It behooves you to double check your answer. Go back to the original problem. The square root of 64, it sure does equal 8. You're correct. Now I want to show you this. I want to show you why the square root of x, and when you square it, becomes a regular x. Would you all please tell me what the square root of x is with fraction exponents? The same thing as it, but with fraction exponents. It's x to the 1/2. Yep. It's x to the 1/2, right? That is x to the 1/2. So yes, it is, Mr. Oven. And now if I square it, and look, exponent to exponent rule is to multiply. That's why a squared fixes up a square root. Fun. So I think I get this one. I don't know what I should say to the people at home. All right, there. Okay. There. They were disappointed. All right, my next example is going to be this. All right. So far, so good. You get rid of a square root by good squaring. Those of you listening to the recording, everyone said squared, you just couldn't hear it. We squared both sides. We have taught you recently that a squared and a squared root basically counteract each other, and you get y minus 2 is 49. It behooves you to go back to the original problem and go 51 minus 2 is 49, square root of 49 is 7. Woohoo. All right. People are throwing things. It's so exciting. It's possible today's lessons might be one of the less drive you crazy lessons. All right. Before you square, please try to get the square root as alone as possible. You can't get rid of anything underneath it, but you can get rid of the things outside of it. You can go plus 8. You not only can go, you have to. You have to go plus 8 on both sides, which gets the square root a little more aloner. Now this answer might end up being a fraction. Actually doesn't make the problem any more difficult. Squared both sides. It's going to be a fraction, but that doesn't matter. Take away 5. 319 over 5. $63 4/5. But you know what? It's actually easier to double check. It's actually easier to double check doing the fraction way, because when I put in right here, double check, and I put in a 319 over 5, this is so cool. 5 over 1, they just cancel out, and that becomes 319 plus 5. I am worried about my answer. Somebody please square root 324 for me. I am worried. Square root 324, I am worried. Is it? Say it. 8. Is it 18? What's negative 8 plus 18? 10. Woohoo! I should have you all cover your faces and cheer, because I can't record, because sometimes I get up to 4 views of worldwide people. Yes, and you got to pass for just a little bit from now. Let me see. Oh, I want to go over that one. Do I need to stop this recording? Not quite yet. All right. I want to do this. Yep. Nope, don't want to do that one. Yeah. Oh, ooh, ah. Oh, no. People are saddened by the difficulty of that one. How did that go? Was it something good or something bad? Is something good? Oh, good. I can't tell you what happened, but it was good. Okay, so I'm letting the people at home know that something happened good. I can't say what it was. So we're going to square both sides. Hey, the square root and the square and the square root and the square all right, this is a refresher of Algebra 1. I'm just going to say I don't really enjoy those fractions. So I'm going to multiply this by 6 over 1. That's going to get rid of the fraction. Say, yup. And I have to multiply this side by 6 over 1, and I got to put it in parentheses because the entire thing needs to be multiplied by 6. 6 times this, 12n. 6 times 88. Sixes cross out, it is n. Did I make a mistake? Did somebody do 88 times 6 on their calculator? Is it 528?
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. And then I'm going to add 528 to both sides. And I'm going to add 528 to both sides. And I'm going to take away n on both sides. I get 11n equals negative 528. And we go from there. I think I've run out of time on my recording. Oh no, I've run out of time. Goodbye to those people.